Welcome to my living room. Come practice yoga with me. Let's begin together. You're on your mat. Become settled. Set your intention. Remember, when you're on your mat, you're in the present moment. There's no past. There's no regrets or shame. There's no future, so there's no anxiety. Where are you? Here. What time is it? Now. Remember that one of the 8 limbs of Hatha yoga is our prana, so remember to breathe in your practice. And we'll begin by honoring that, by breathing together. Now your mat should probably be facing me, but I'll turn sideways throughout the practice so you can more easily see and follow along with me. So let's begin by breathing together, inhaling all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhaling all the way up, and together we'll chant Om on the way down. Om. And we'll work our way down our mat. So your knees are up, your feet are flat. Hug your shins in, lengthening up your spine, inhaling up. And then exhaling as you work your way down, one vertebrae at a time. Just noticing how your spine feels. Once you're all the way down, take a big inhale as you expand your chest, ribs, belly, filling up so much that your shoulders roll open, your heart opens, your spine comes off the mat. Exhale as you press your belly button to the spine, collapsing those ribs, chest. Your spine is lengthening along the mat. Grasp your mat down by your hips. Take a big inhale as you tug your arms long. On the exhale, roll your shoulders all the way open, opening up your heart, getting that nice tug on the base of your thumbs. Inhale your arms up to the sky, reaching and stretching through your fingers. Clasp your fingers together, and then exhale as you press your palms up to the sky, reaching and stretching through your fingers. Inhale your arms up over your head, reaching and stretching and lengthening, and then exhale your arms in a big wide arc, waking up those arm sockets, feeling those angel wings making little circles on your mat as you bring your hands back down to your hips. Take a big inhale as you reach your arms above your head, pointing and stretching and lengthening. On your exhale, drop your hands to the back of your head. Press your elbows into the mat to open up your heart. Flex your feet, feeling your calves warm against the mat. Take another inhale, reaching and stretching and lengthening. On your exhale, hug your right leg into your body, that whole thigh against your torso, massaging your inner organs. Press your left leg flat into the mat to feel that left front hip stretch. And then make circles with the toes on your right foot, warming up that ankle and shin, and then change direction. Come back to center and take your stretch band, a towel or a tie, and place it on the bottom of your right foot. Hug that right leg in close to your body. Flex that right foot. Press your left leg flat into the mat. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, straighten that right leg and then draw your foot up over your head, pressing up to your heel as you lengthen from your glute to your heel. Exhale as you release. Press to your heel to lengthen those little fibers behind your knee long, and then inhale forward. Exhale as you release. Press to your heel, and then inhale it forward. Starting to feel that stretch going deeper. Keeping the band in your right hand, bring your left arm out in a T, and then exhale this right leg open to the right, letting gravity and the weight of your leg do the work. Sending your breath all the way down that inner thigh. Big inhale, long exhale. Keeping that left hip on the mat, feeling that stretch across your hips, all the way down that inner thigh. Continue to use your breath, the weight of your leg, and gravity. Your leg will continue to lengthen and soften. You might notice that right heel start to tilt to the sky. Silently say your name to yourself and tell yourself to let go. And feel the weight of your leg release, relax, lengthen. Inhale, exhale. Take a big inhale as you bring your foot back up over your head. Switch the band to your left hand. Bring your right arm out in a T as you allow that right leg across your body to the left. Looking to the right, imagine sinking that right shoulder into the mat. And then press through that right heel as you intensify that stretch across your glute, all the way down that IT band. And then go with that intense flow. Inhale, exhale. Enjoying that great lengthening on your right arm, your bicep, all the little fibers inside of your elbow, lengthening and releasing. Take a big inhale as you hug that right knee back into your body. Release the band. Use your left hand to guide your right knee back over to the left. Both shoulders are on the mat. Your chest is open, feeling that stretch around your waist. And then bring your right arm up by your right ear. Look to the right as you add a little more pressure to the side of that thigh. Enjoying that stretch from under your arm, over your hip, out your knee. Inhale, exhale. Take a big inhale as you release your arms and legs back to the mat, reaching and stretching, elongating throughout your whole body. On your exhale, drop your hands to the back of your head. Press your elbows into the mat. Flex your feet. Feel your calves warm against the mat. Take another inhale, reaching and stretching and lengthening. On your exhale, hug your left leg into your body, that whole thigh against your torso, massaging your inner organs. Press your right leg flat into the mat to feel that right front hip stretch. And then mix circles with the toes on your left foot. Warming up your ankle and shin, and then change direction. Come back to center. Take your stretch band and place it on the bottom of your left foot. Hug that left leg in close to your body. Flex that left foot. Press your right leg flat into the mat. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, straighten that left leg and then draw your foot up over your head. Pressing up to your heel as you lengthen from your glute to your heel. Exhale as you release. Press to your heel to lengthen those little fibers behind your knee long, and then inhale your foot forward. Exhale as you release. Press to your heel, and then inhale your foot forward. Starting to feel that stretch going deeper and deeper. Keeping the band in your left hand, bring your right arm out in a T. And then exhale this left leg open to the left. Letting gravity and the weight of your leg do the work. Sending your breath all the way down that inner thigh. Big inhale. Long exhale. Keeping that right hip on the mat. Feeling that stretch. Continue to use your breath, the weight of your leg, gravity. Your leg will continue to lengthen and soften. You might notice that left heel starting to tilt to the sky. Silently say your name to yourself and tell yourself to let go. And feel the weight of your leg release, relax, and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. Take a big inhale as you bring your foot back up over your head. Switch the band to your right hand. Bring your left arm out in a T. As you allow that left leg across your body to the right. Looking to the left, imagine sinking that left shoulder into the mat. And then press to that left heel as you intensify that stretch across your glute, all the way down that IT band. And then go with that intense flow. Inhale. Exhale. Enjoying that great lengthening on your left arm. Compressing all those organs, inner organs, as you twist. Another big inhale. Long twisting exhale. Take a big inhale as you hug that left knee back into your body. Release the band. Use your right hand to guide your left knee back over to the right. Both shoulders are on the mat. Your chest is open. Feeling that stretch around your waist. And then bring your left arm up by your left ear. Look to the left as you add a little more pressure to the side of your thigh. Enjoying that stretch from under your arm, over your hip, out your knee. Inhale. Exhale. Take a big inhale as you release your arms and legs back to the mat, reaching and stretching and lengthening. And then release your hands down by your hips. Bring your knees up and your feet flat. Just noticing how your spine fits along your mat. And then we're going to press out that lower back, pressing that whole lower back and sacrum into the mat, tilting your pelvis to get that stretch. And then release. Pressing it in again to get that big stretch. And release. And one more big long stretch. And then release. And then hug your knees in and rock from side to side. We're going to come up to sitting. So you can come over to your side and come up, or you can use the power in your legs to pull you up into sitting. And we're going to start out in staff pose. So your legs are long in front of you. Your hands are by your hips, fingers turned out just a bit. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, press through the heels of your hands, flex your feet, roll your shoulders back. Start to feel your body lengthening up your spine, past your ears, getting little spaces between each vertebrae along the way, lengthening up past your head, and then gently coming back down to your mat. And we'll lengthen again, once again, inhaling both arms all the way up, getting your bicep back by your ears, lengthening up from your hip to your fingertips, and then flex your feet and press out through your heels, lengthening up and out, reaching, lengthening, and then release, and then shake it out just a bit if you need to. We're going to use that length in our spine in our forward fold, inhaling both arms all the way up, reaching and lengthening, and then exhale as you fold to the flat back, letting your gaze go past the top of your toes, chin past your knees. Continue moving forward until you can place the top of your head against that front wall. Press your legs into the mat. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Settle in like a rag doll here, letting the weight of your body do the work. Noticing on your inhale, you get a little more length in your spine. And on your exhale, you fold forward. If you feel a little stuck, you can bend your knees and get your whole torso onto those thighs and then gently release them out. Using your breath, settling in. And then inhale as you slowly roll all the way up. Once you're up, bringing your shoulders up, back, and down. And we'll do this once again, inhaling both arms all the way up, reaching and lengthening. Exhale as you fold with a flat back, letting your gaze go past the top of your toes, chin past your knees. Continue moving forward until you can place the top of your head against that front wall. Press your legs into the mat. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. We're going to send a great big expansive breath into your back area. Big inhale, feeling your back fill up and oxygenate. Long releasing exhale. And then inhale as you slowly roll all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Once you're up, bringing your shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to come into a spinal twist. And I'll do this in mirror method. So bring your left knee up and over that right leg. Use your left arm to straighten your back. Inhale this right arm up to the sky. And then exhale as you turn to your left, letting that right elbow press against that left thigh. Or hugging that knee in. Leading with that left shoulder so there's no strain on your neck. Inhale as you lengthen up your spine. Exhale as you twist. Opening your eyes and working your way back as far as you can. Inhale. Exhale as you untwist and unwind and come forward, letting that left leg go down and bringing this right knee up and over that left leg. Use your right arm to straighten your back. Inhale this left arm up to the sky. And then exhale as you turn to your right, letting that left elbow press against that right thigh. Opening your eyes and actively working them as far back as you can. Inhale as you lengthen up your spine. Exhale as you twist, twist, twist until your back is flat against the wall behind you. I'm pressing those discs. Inhale. Exhale as you untwist and unwind and let those discs expand and hydrate. And we'll come into cobbler's pose. Bring the bottom of your feet together. Cradle your feet in your hands and get your heels close to your body. Sit up tall on your sitting bones. Inhale as you lengthen up your spine. Exhale as you press those thighs flat into the mat, letting the bottoms of your feet roll up to the sky, keeping that length in your spine, and then opening, and then release and come into butterfly, flapping those wings and sending that blood and oxygen in to nourish our hips. And then we're going to do a little side straddle. So once again, I'll do this in mirror method. So let your right leg come out and place this left foot on your inner thigh. Sit up tall on your sitting bones. See how it feels to get this whole thigh flat and still sitting. Some of us are going to pop right up, but the body is what it is. We just let it be. Reach for those toes with your peace fingers. Press your left hand against your left thigh and roll that left shoulder open, looking up to the sky. Reach out long with that left arm, inhaling up and over for a great side stretch. Keeping that elbow open and your gaze up towards the ceiling. Reaching towards your toes. Pressing that left thigh flat into the mat. Inhale as you roll to look up to the sky. Exhale as you turn and face head to knee stretch, letting your head come all the way down towards that knee. Pressing that left thigh into the mat. Noticing where you feel that. Is it on your hip, middle back? Breathe, long inhale, long exhale. Inhale as you slowly roll all the way back up. We're going to come up on this left knee and your right leg is going to go to the side. Flatten that foot behind you. And then inhale this right arm up to the sky. Exhale your hand over your head, reaching and lengthening. You can challenge yourself here and bring that left foot up long. And then we're going to drop that foot down, come up on that left knee and bring both arms all the way up. Clasping them together, reaching up tall. Exhaling over to your right, towards that long leg. Inhale back up. Exhale to the left. Letting gravity help you, getting that long stretch. And then release this. And we're going to come to the other side. Letting your left leg come out long. Your right foot is on that inner thigh, wherever it's comfortable. Sit up tall on your sitting bones and get that whole thigh flat into the mat. Reach for those toes with your peace finger. Use your right hand against your right thigh to roll that shoulder open. Reach that right arm out long and then inhale it up and over for a great side stretch. Keeping your gaze up at the sky. Pressing that right thigh flat into the mat. And then noticing how you feel. Inhale. On your exhale, turn your body and do a nice head to knee stretch. Bringing your head all the way down towards that left knee. Pressing that right thigh and knee into your mat. Breathing, noticing where you feel it on this side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale as you slowly roll all the way up. We're going to come up on this right knee so that left leg comes behind you. Flatten that foot behind you. Use your right arm to stabilize yourself and then inhale this left arm up to the sky. Exhale your hand over your head. And then if you have a balance, reach that leg one long parallel line above the mat. Bring that foot down, come up on that right knee. Your foot naturally comes behind you. Bringing your fingers together, reaching up tall. Exhaling towards that long leg. Inhale back up. Exhale over, reaching, lengthening. And then release this. We're going to come into table and warm up in cat and cow. Inhale as you make a U with your spine and look up. Exhale as you reverse, tucking that chin and arching that back. Inhale as you make a U with your spine and look up. Exhale as you tuck your chin and come into cat. Inhale, looking up into cow. And then exhale, you come into cat. Come back to table and we'll thread the needle. Inhale this left arm up to the sky. Exhale your arm under and through that right arm, placing that left shoulder on the mat. No pressure on your head or neck. If it feels like a good idea, you could reach this right arm long in front of you. Using your breath. You can bring that right arm up, around behind your hip and roll that shoulder open. Then bring your right hand back towards your face and give a little pressure to roll your weight onto that left shoulder, stretching open that angel wing, sending your breath into that opening. And then press back up into table, and we'll thread the needle on the other side. Reach this right arm out long. Exhale as you thread it through, placing your right shoulder on the mat. No pressure on your head or neck. And then if it seems like a good idea, reach this left arm long in front of you. Settling in. Feels like a good idea, you can reach that arm up to the sky. And then behind your back and opening up that shoulder a bit more. And then bring your hand closer to your face and roll your weight onto that right shoulder, stretching out that angel wing. And then press back up into table. Bringing your knees as wide as the mat and your toes together. Sink back on your heels, reaching out as we come into child pose. Reaching out with your hands, pressing your hands into the mat to settle your shoulders. And then walking out a little bit more with your fingers to lengthen your spine. You can rock here from side to side. You can give your forehead a little massage. Or settle into stillness, sinking in, noticing. Finding the joy in stillness. And then inhale as you slowly roll all the way up, sitting on your heels, pausing to that big stretch over your thighs and knees. Big compression on your calves on the back of your legs. If this is too much, use a block or a towel. Come up on your knees just enough to tuck your toes under, and I'm going to turn to the side. Tuck your toes under, getting that big stretch on the plantar fascia, lengthening the bottoms of our feet, keeping our feet flip-flop flexible. And then come up on your knees. Bring your right foot forward, and then lengthen through this left thigh, getting that big stretch on that left front hip flexor. Then come back up, tuck that glute under to flex that big stretch on that inner thigh. And then bring your hands down to your mat. Tuck that back toe and come up in a runner's lunge. You're going to come up into a high crescent, bringing your arms all the way up, settling into this high crescent. Preparing for a prayer twist. Inhale your palms to your heart. Exhale as you turn to your right, letting that left elbow press against that right thigh, pressing those palms together in a prayer twist. And then you're going to turn back into a runner's lunge. I'm facing the wrong way, so I'm going to switch. We're in that runner's lunge. Preparing for half moon, I'm going to use a block. Step your back foot up enough until you can straighten that front leg. Bring that back leg up, press through that back heel, and then open up into half moon. Using the strength in that left quad to hold you up. And then come back down into your runner's lunge. Bring your right foot back into plank. Holding it here. Preparing for side plank. Bring your right hand under your right shoulder and turn your body to side plank. Opening up that right arm. Pressing up to your hips. If you have a balance, you can challenge yourself. Come back into table. Bring your knees as wide as the mat. Sinking back into child pose. Reaching out, settling in. And then inhale as you slowly come all the way back up into sitting on your heels. Come up on your knees just enough to tuck your toes under. Sitting back once again, stretching out that plantar fascia. And then we're going to come up on our knees. Bring your left foot forward. Keeping that knee over your ankle. Stretch out this front hip flexor. Lengthening it. Come back up. Tuck that right glute under. Press it forward. Press to that hip. Get that nice stretch on that front iliopsoas. Come down into a runner's lunge, preparing for a high crescent. Tuck your back toe. Come all the way up. Inhaling up. Catch your balance. Settle down into that high crescent. Inhale your palms to your heart. Exhale, return to your left, letting that right elbow press against that left thigh, pressing those palms together into a prayer twist. And then face forward, preparing for half moon. I'm putting the block in my left hand. I'm hopping up just a bit until I can straighten that left leg and bring that right leg up. Pressing that right heel, and then open up into half moon. Using that strength in your right thigh to hold you up. Come back down into your runner's lunge. Bring that front foot back into plank. Holding it here. Preparing for side plank. Bring your left hand under your shoulder. Turn to your right. Reach up with that right arm. Pressing up to your hips. And then if you have a balance, fly. Come back into plank. Bring your knees down. Settle back into child pose. Come up into table. Tuck your toes. Preparing for down dog. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, press up and back into down dog. Walking the dog as you press one heel at a time into the mat. Your hands are like claws to support a strong wrist. The weight of each finger is rolled onto your pinky fingers. Your pointer finger and thumb are pinching the mats together. When you're ready, press both heels into the mat, drawing your shoulders up, back and down. You're going to come into one-legged dog. Inhale this right leg up to the sky. We're going to open up your hip, bend your knee, and let it fall over into hydrant. Looking out up under that right arm. Inhale that right arm up. Coming into pigeon, bringing that knee through your arms. Setting up for pigeon. Your right foot is flexed to support your knee. Use the toes on your left foot to open up that left back leg. Settling into pigeon. And then if you feel like coming into a fallen pigeon, you can enhance that stretch just a bit. Breathe. Come back up. If it seems like a good idea, reach back to that left foot. And then if you have a balance, you can reach out with that right arm. Once again, I think I'm facing the wrong way. Press back up. Come all the way back up into table. Sit back into child pose. Reaching out. Settling. Come up into table. Preparing for down dog. Tuck your toes. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, press up and back into down dog. Walking the dog. Your hands are strong claws to support a wrist. Drop both heels into the mat as you draw your shoulders up, back and down into this great strong resting pose of Adho Mukha Savasana. Going to come into one-legged dog. Inhale that left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee and let it fall over and into hydrant. Opening up that left hip. Inhale your leg back up to the sky. And then bring it through your knees as we come into pigeon. Flex that left foot to support your knee. Use the toes on your right foot to help you open up that back hip. When you're ready, come down into fallen pigeon. Pausing to enjoy that great sense of release. And then press back up. Feels like a good idea. Reach back to that right foot. If you have a balance, you can reach out with that left arm. And then release that. Come back into table. Tuck your toes. Come all the way back into downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Use that great power in your legs to walk or hop your feet to your hands. Straighten your legs and forward fold. Press your big toes into the mat. Roll the weight onto the outer edges of each foot. Enjoy that alignment change. And then slowly roll all the way up. Once you're all the way up, inhale both arms up. And then exhale your hands down to your side. Chin to chest. Let your chin slide down your chest. Let your shoulders release. And then looking up as you draw your shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to come into some balancing poses. We'll start in mountain and then come into tree. If your mat is thick or if you're on a rug and you want to balance in a more stable place, it's a good time to move. Coming into mountain. Inhaling as you draw your shoulders up, back. Squeeze your angel wings together. Drop them down your back. Bring your toes off the mat. Press through the balls of your feet for that great arch stretch. Spread your toes wide and gently set them down. Setting up a great platform for mountain. Feeling your spine lengthen, your head lighten. Great sense of the earth holding us up. Your arms float. Nothing to do. Noticing how your body recalibrates, adjusts, and rebalances. If you're following along in my practice, this is where I like to talk about if I were an asana, what would I be? If I were an asana, I would be mountain. So if you're participating and you'll put in the chat box what you would be, I would love to know. Some days it's different, but overall, mountain is my pose. Inhale your palms to your heart. Press your palms against each other. Notice how one hand holds up the other. We're going to use that knowledge as we come into tree. Take a big inhale. Exhale your weight to your left foot. Let your right heel come off the mat. Find your gazing point for balance. When you're ready, place your right foot against that left calf, opening up that knee, using your palms to hold you up. Keeping that knee open is more important than where you place your foot. But you can play here with your foot any place above or below your knee. Use that left leg against your right foot to stabilize yourself. And then you can play here, grow your tree. Notice if we come down, we come back up. Perfect balance, perfect life isn't that we never fall, it's that we always get back up. And then release that and shake it out. And we're going to come back into mountain on the other side. Coming into mountain, drawing your shoulders up, back, squeeze your angel wings together, and then drop them down your back. Your palms face forward. Bring your toes off the mat, press to the balls of your feet. Spread your toes wide, gently set them down. Feeling your spine lengthen and your head lighten. Great sense of oneness with the earth. Hearing and feeling the vibration of the earth. Becoming one with that vibration. All the same vibration, there's no place to fall. Inhale your palms to your heart. That beautiful support with your hands. Bring your weight to your right foot. Find your gazing point for balance. And when you're ready, place your left foot against that right calf or ankle. You can leave your toes on the floor. And you can choose what feels right for this balance and tree. We can grow our trees. And then let it go and shake it out. And we're ready for a few sun salutations. I'm going to work from the side so you can see what I'm doing. I don't know which side is the best. I'll try this side. Setting up for sun salutations. Modify however you choose. Go fast or slow. Listen to your body. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale your right foot back to a lunge. Exhale the left into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Chaturanga down. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale your right foot forward to a lunge. Exhale the left to meet the right and forward fold. Inhaling all the way up, palms to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale your left foot back to a lunge. Exhale the right into downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale down. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot forward to a lunge. Exhale the right to meet the left and forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. Palms to your heart. Pressing your palms into your heart. Feeling your loving heart. We're going to come into a warrior series. Coming to the top of your mat. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale your left foot back to a lunge. We're setting up for warrior one, so set that back foot at about a 45-degree angle. Inhaling all the way up, settling into warrior one. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Shining out through your strong fingers. Coming into humble warrior, bringing your hands behind your back and clasp them together. Pull those arms back, squeeze your shoulders back, opening up your heart and your throat. Fold forward into humble warrior. Letting your hands come all the way up over your head. Coming all the way back up. Settling back into warrior one. Inhale your palms to your heart. Exhale as you open up into warrior two. Your back foot changed to line up with your mat. Your front hip is open. Drawing your shoulders down and back. Strong biceps and triceps as you look out over that front middle finger. Coming into peaceful warrior. Turn that right palm up. Reach forward and then arch back. Letting that left arm slide down that left leg. Breathe. Inhale back up. Settling back into warrior two. Coming into side angle. Take a deep inhale. Exhale your right forearm to your right thigh and reach up and over in side angle. You can use that right elbow to remind that right knee to stay open. Inhale back up. Settling back into warrior two. Pick that right foot up and line it with your back. Bring your hands behind your back and clasp them together. Pull those arms back. And then fold forward. Letting your hands come all the way up over your head. Rest your hands on your back. Bring your hands to the floor and press up with a flat back. And then we're going to use our hands to pull our head down to the mat. Our goal is to line up our feet, hand, head, hand, foot. Pressing into the mat to pull your body down. And then press up with a flat back. We're going to turn to our left and go right into the warrior series on this side. Drop that back foot at a 45-degree angle, setting yourself up for warrior one. Inhaling up. Exhale, just settle into warrior one. Coming into humble warrior, bringing your hands behind your back and clasp them together. Pull those arms back, stretch and reach out. Fold forward in humble warrior. Inhale up. Exhale back into warrior one. Inhale your palms to your heart. Exhale as you open up into warrior two. Strong biceps and triceps. Your hips are open. Looking up over that front middle finger. Coming into peaceful warrior. Let that left palm come up. Reach forward and then arch back. Reaching and lengthening. Inhale back up. Settle back into warrior two. Preparing for side angle. Take a deep inhale. Exhale your left forearm to your left thigh. Your left palm face up and then reach up and over. You can use that left elbow against that left knee to remind your hips are open here. Inhale back up. Settling back into warrior two. Bring that front foot forward. Line up your feet. This time we're going to go into stargazer. Bring your hands to your shoulders. Reach up. Gazing up, looking for the stars. Now start to feel your feet grounding into the earth. Drawing that strength from your feet, up your shins, into your core, into your heart. There you are. You're the star. Why were you looking up there after all? Bring your hands back behind your back, clasp them together, pull those arms back, fold forward, letting your hands come all the way up over your head. Rest your hands on your back. Bring your hands to the floor and press up with a flat back. And this time we're going to wiggle into a squat, pressing your elbows against your inner thighs. If you feel like doing crow, you can test the balance here and see if it's available today. If not, come back into your squat, bring your palms together. Enjoy that great lengthening from the top of your head down your spine. And then bring your hands to the mat, press up into forward fold. Pressing your big toes into the mat, roll the weight under the outer edges of each foot. Slowly roll all the way up, inhaling up. Exhaling your hands down to your heart. We're going to do another little sun salutation into cobra. Maybe a little twist along the way. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale your left foot back to a lunge. Pausing here. Maybe using a block to help you shine up. Big stretch on that back, left thigh, hip flexor. Line your left hand with your right foot. Press to that right foot and inhale that right arm up to the sky. Exhale your hand back down. Bring that front foot back into plank, holding it here. Gently bring your whole body down to your mat, preparing for cobra. Rest the tops of your feet on your mat. Squeeze your elbows into your side. Using that strength in your lower back, inhale up into cobra. Exhale down. Inhale as you press into table. Tuck your toes, come all the way back into downward facing dog. Inhale your right foot forward to a lunge. Exhale the left to meet the right and forward fold. Inhaling all the way up. Palms to your heart. And we'll do this once again. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale your right foot back to a lunge. Pausing here. Making sure your left knee is over that ankle. Maybe using your block to shine out to your heart. Big stretch on that back hip. Then line your right hand with your left foot. Press your left foot into the mat and inhale that left arm up to the sky. Spiraling those inner thighs to support you. Bring your left hand back down. Release the block if you're using one like I am. Bring your left foot back into plank, holding it here. And then drop your body down to your mat. Preparing for cobra, rest the tops of your feet on your mat. Squeeze your elbows into your side. Inhale up into cobra. Exhale down. Inhale as you press into table. Bring your knees as wide as the mat and sink once again into child pose. Inhale as you slowly roll all the way up and sitting on your heels. And we're going to work our way down. Challenging our core and bow first, so your knees are up, your feet are flat. Hug your shins in as you lengthen up your spine. Exhale as you work your way down just until you get to that balancing point. Let your legs come up. And maybe your arms. Challenge yourself into this bow. Using your core. Inhale up. Hug your shins in and lengthen up your spine. And then this time we're going to work our way down. We're going to come into legs up the wall first. If you have a wall available, that's best. If you don't, use a block or a strap. Hug your knees in as you lengthen, inhaling up. And then exhale as you work your way down, one vertebrae at a time. Look how supple your spine is. You've moved it in all these directions. Your core is strong. Notice if there's any little flat spots along the way. Once you're all the way down, hug your knees in and rock from side to side. Hug your knees in and let your feet come to your mat. Your knees are up. We're going to come into legs up the wall. So we're going to place that block up under our hips. Should be very comfortable. When you're ready, bring your legs up into this great inversion, sending those lymph fluids faster through your body, scrubbing all the germs and viruses out. So legs up the wall is not using your core. So if the block is there, that takes that holding your legs up out of the equation. That's why if you can put your legs up against a real wall, it's even better. Or hold your feet up. You can play here a little bit, pedaling your feet or scissoring your legs. If it feels like a good idea, you can come into a shoulder stand. If you do, go nice and easy. Get that support on your lower back. Tuck your chin to engage your thyroid. Do not look over to your side. Staying centered. Increasing our metabolism when we tuck our chins and engage that thyroid. Sending those lymph fluids faster through our body with this inversion is the goal. And then we'll all meet back up with legs up the wall. We're going to do a nice breathing, releasing here. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth like a big lion. Or if you've been outside playing and you're getting that cold hose water for a big sip of water. Inhale through your nose. Exhale with a big sigh. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your feet back down to the mat. Remove the block. Hug your knees in. Rock from side to side. Coming into center, bring your knees out in the T. Let your knees fall gently to the left. Once they're all the way down on your mat, lengthen your right leg. Let your right knee line up with your left knee. Touch that right toe to the floor. Press your left hand on your right thigh to help you roll that right shoulder back into the mat. Enjoying that great stretch. Bend that knee, bring your arms back in a T. Inhale your knees back to center and then over to the left. Once they're all the way down, look to the left. Imagine sinking that left shoulder into the mat. Lengthen that left leg to touch that left toe to the floor. Relax your right foot. Use your right hand on your left thigh to enhance that stretch. Breathe. Bend that knee. Bring your arms back out. Come all the way back up. Hug your knees in and rock from side to side, preparing for Savasana. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, release your legs long onto the mat. Relax your legs so that your feet fall out. Rock your shoulders until they release. Your palms face up. Nothing to do here. Perfect peace. Shavasana. Stay here. Feeling your body sinking into the mat. Your calves warm against the mat. Your spine lengthening. Your shoulders rolling open.
May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within guide your way. Guide your way. May the long-time sun shine upon all love surround you.
Bring some movement back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a great stretch. And when you're ready, come to your side in the fetal position, pausing to rest your head on your forearms. Enjoying that great sense of peace, floating sensation. We perfected this sense of peace in the first 9 months entering this lifetime. Feeling that peace, shanti with the elements, shanti with others, shanti deep within yourself, shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. And when you're ready, come up to sitting. We'll finish by breathing, resetting our intentions. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhaling all the way up, stopping at the top, feeling your energy draw up through your chakras as you bring your hands to your third eye. Trust our instincts. Bring your fingers to your lips. Our word is impeccable. We say what we mean and mean what we say. Pressing your palms into your heart, feeling that loving kindness expand for yourself first. Then find more for others. I wish for the entire universe peace, joy, love, and health. And I invite you to find your hope. It's deep within yourself. It's not a wish of me to you to have hope. You have hope. Find that hope. It's your inner strength. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.